All right. So today we want to start our episode.
No, we don't.
Yes, we
don't.
Vail doesn't want to. Vail doesn't want to.
We do not.
I want to start our episode
Yeah, say for yourself.
by sending a happy birthday to our co-host of Possibly Impaired, Corey. Corey, how you doing today, bro? Happy birthday.
Thank you, brothers.
How
Happy
you living?
birthday.
How you living?
Been pretty good.
Dirty.
I mean, I had to work. Clean. Very clean.
That's what's up.
You know, getting shout outs, that was pretty nice. Been nice.
Yeah, happy birthday, bro.
For real.
Mo life, bro.
You was getting shout outs on like IG and stuff?
Yeah. And like text, obviously.
Okay.
From who?
People.
Just people.
Man, I've been so out the loop, bro. Without social media, you just don't know what's going on in the world, bro. I swear.
You can. You just have to do it in a different way.
I'm a millennial, bro. I don't know no other way, bro. All I know is Twitter, bro. honestly, but no, yeah. It's. I just wanted to say happy birthday to you, bro.
Appreciate it. Can't wait.
So you got anything planned for this weekend? Oh, we do got.
Shit,
Yeah,
like-
We have some good plans. We are all going to the. Is it Sunshine State?
No, that's Florida.
That's Florida.
What's California?
Earthquake state.
Just a different world.
We are going to the Quake State of California.
That's what's up.
About to be in LA.
I'm excited about that. I know you. That's your first time going, so I know
first
you.
time, yep.
Okay.
About to meet up with Brian.
We're gonna do an episode out there, so we'll talk about our
About to get your cherry popped.
Yep. Cannot wait.
We're just gonna go find LeBron. That's all we're doing. We're just trying to
All we
find.
doing.
We're going to Brentwood, find LeBron's
We're
house.
going to Brentwood.
Find LeBron's house.
We might find OJ.
I'm running the other way, bro. I'm running the other way. I swear. But no, we'll talk more about that we're doing an episode while we're out there, so we'll talk about our trip and what's going on while we're out there.
In full.
I just wanted to say happy birthday to my brother, man.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Thank
Man.
y'all for real.
You are trash, though.
And
Happy
everybody,
birthday.
everybody else say happy
what's
birthday.
up.
Thank y'all.
Let's get into the show, y'all.
Yep.
What's good, family? Welcome to Possibly Impaired, where we talk about what's going on in the world, what that means to us as black men in this world, and plenty of other topics that most people probably need to be a little impaired to talk about. So grab that drink, spark that shit, and consume responsibly. Hey, I've been writing some bars, y'all.
Oh, shit.
I've been writing some bars. I'm not gonna talk to it about it. I'm gonna wait.
Just
I'm gonna
gonna
wait.
wait? Okay.
I'm gonna hold it in the cut a little bit. But yeah, y'all, welcome back to another episode of Possibly Impaired. I am here with my brothers, as you know, Corey and Vail.
Yeah.
We already heard about Corey. Fuck that nigga now.
Yeah, fuck him. It's all about me.
Vail, how you doing, bro?
I'm living life. Fuck this nigga's birthday. I don't give a fuck about that shit. No, I'm good.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Yeah, y'all, we gotta I really liked our last episode last week. We talked about mental health. And our first topic is a little bit kind of in that realm again, kind of. But we got that. We also wanted to talk about automation. I know, Vail, you wanted to bring that up.
Yes.
And about how it's controlling the service industry.
Yeah, the service industry
The robots.
will be impacted. It's
Yeah.
is getting impacted.
Our robot coming, bro.
Yep.
It's already here,
It's
man.
already here. Yeah, you're right. And Corey, you wanted to talk about medical workers in the vaccination.
Yep.
So, yeah, y'all. So we got another cool episode. I feel like we're just gonna get started. Then we're gonna get started. I said the first one had something to do with mental health a little bit, and I just want to shout out my black people. We found a loophole in the system, y'all.
What's the loophole,
We
man?
found it. Just say mental health. Okay. Just say mental health. Just say you're going through some shit. We are going through some shit. We are going through some shit.
Yeah.
But we know we could just say that shit now, and the niggas will listen now.
And it'll be clean slate.
Shout out Naomi. Shout out
Not Naomi.
Shout out Naomi. Who else?
Gabby's dead.
Gabby, not Gabby.
Douglas.
Gabby Douglas. I was thinking about Simone Biles said
I
it.
mean, Simone
Oh,
Biles.
yeah.
Simone Biles said it. Kevin Love has been on it.
Kevin-
But he's not black. But I mean, Kevin Love is the closest
Yeah, he
thing.
is.
Kevin Love black.
He roomed with Russell.
Yeah, he with us. You said what?
I say he roomed with Russell Westbrook.
Oh yeah. That should tell you. That should tell you all you need to know
For a long time.
at college.
And then now.
Yeah.
Our
Yeah.
newest.
And now our newest person. I want to shout out Ben Simmons, man. I just want to shout him out, bro. Use that shit, bro. Use that shit. I want to. It's something I want to talk about though, really, because I do feel a need that mental health is important, and I personally feel like it's important, not because it's affected me and all these things, but I don't want to get to the point where we're trying wolf.
Right.
I don't want to get to the point where I'm not saying this about Ben Simmons. He could really be going through some shit.
Yeah.
He really could. And I can see why in that fan base of Philadelphia having these expectations and that weight on your shoulders, it could weigh on you. So I'm not trying to diminish Ben Simmons. I just know it's getting to the point where people are going to start crying wolf.
You see it often.
Yeah.
You're starting to see it more often.
And it's going to desensitize it, honestly, to the public. The same way Black Lives Matter got desensitized because we were throwing it out so much. You know what I mean? To where now white people are just like, all right, we gave y'all last year.
Yeah.
we gave y'all last year.
I mean, I
Yeah.
don't think it got desensitized by us. It's just they didn't want to hear that.
They didn't wanna hear it no
that
more.
was not
Yeah.
part of their narrative. They couldn't understand it, so they're like, well,
Yeah. So I just want to
some, not all.
Not all. And this is a nuanced topic because if you need help, get help. I'm not trying to diminish
100%.
mental health. But I mean, if you need help, get help.
But there's always people
Yeah.
as humans who scam the system.
Yeah.
Keyword is need.
If you need it. Yeah.
I mean, it
yeah.
happens. Yeah, like,
I mean, if you're a shitty basketball player, don't use it.
if you're just a shitty basketball player, don't say you hurt it.
Don't use it. Just say your skills aren't up to par.
But I mean,
You've been in
I
Philadelphia
said,
for a while and it hasn't lived up to what they said it was going to be.
you heard about Philly? Philly fans are second worst to New York
oh yeah,
fans.
yeah. I'm about to say Philly.
Have you been to Philadelphia?
Yeah, Philadelphia are
They
rough.
should be.
Their
I have
fans
not,
are
actually.
trash, bro.
Man,
I haven't been. No, to answer your question, no, I haven't been. But I
Go
know
to
about the
Philadelphia.
fans.
I want to go, but I feel like there's nothing.
concrete
I don't know
jungle.
if there's anything to do in Philadelphia. Though.
there's a ton of
There's
things to
stuff to do
do
in
in Philadelphia.
It's a fun place, I think.
Just
from what I
because you
heard.
haven't heard it on Instagram
No, I just feel like
doesn't mean there's not shit to do.
Just looking at it I don't see anything to do there.
There's tons of shit to do in Philly.
It gives me very historical vibes.
I'm not talking about that 1776.
Because of that fucking bell?
Yeah.
The bell with the little crack in it? That look old as shit. Like, nigga, y'all couldn't fix the bell in for 100 years by now?
I feel like that's all there is to see in Philadelphia.
That is
The bell.
so
It was
ignorant of you.
There was no fucking Liberty back then, bro. Fuck that.
I love you people in Philly.
Fuck the Liberty Bell, bro. If y'all
yeah,
cared
fuck
about the
that
bell,
Liberty
y'all
Bell.
would. If y'all cared about the bell, y'all would have
Right.
put some fucking.
It's a whole story.
You know that shit. You know that shit that
Gorilla Glue?
No, not Gorilla Glue. You remember that shit? You remember that shit, that commercial that had the black spray shit that used to clean, that fix boats and shit? That you
No, bro. What is you watching?
You know what I'm
I
talking
think
about?
It was as seen on TV.
As
type
seen on
thing?
TV.
Okay,
Yeah.
first of all, anything as seen on TV does not work.
Works.
It worked.
Does not work.
I'd be sitting there, bro.
Works.
When I was in college, bro, I would sit there buying all. That's why I was so broke because I was high and just saw
buying
some cool shit. I was like, that'll work.
I can cook an egg in 2 seconds.
Right. The
Non-stick.
non-stick pan.
Hey man, that's infomercials is what got me to fall in love with air fryers.
You
man.
would think those would have got debunked before.
They are debunked. They don't work, y'all.
Infomercials are still in play right now.
Tell me the last infomercial you saw on television.
Literally, probably.
You remember
3 days
they
ago.
had sock and boppers when we was a kid on there. They had the
Dude,
little,
infomercials are
they had the little
still
bubbles that was
around,
thicker
bro.
than the actual bubble. You remember them shits? You remember those bubbles that you would
It
blow?
might
in?
not be on. But actually, no, I can't even say that. Infomercials never was really on major channels for real.
It was like on Nickelodeon.
Nope.
It's that. It was on. It was still. They had their
I know.
own
The little
channel.
frizz- the
They
little
had their
frizz-
own channel.
Oh, they did have that. They still got their own channel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Y'all some suckers.
Hey,
Hey man,
as seen on TV.
as seen on TV.
I mean-
if it's on TV, it gotta work.
Oh, wow. Wow. That is a disclaimer. And that's what's fucked up about the world right now. If it's on TV, it's got to work. It must be
If
true.
we couldn't debunk as seen on TV, there's no way we can debunk elections.
No, don't compare the two. No. I will not stand by that. No, hell no. Don't do that. You fucking up people right now. Don't do that.
People
Yeah.
probably like, yeah, he's right. Nah, relax.
Fucking idiots.
Relax.
No.
No, yeah. But
So
no,
Ben Simmons, sorry, we got off
yeah, we got
key.
into a tangent. We got into a tangent.
I
Ben
wonder
Simmons,
why.
Little impaired. Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons got. How do y'all feel? Do y'all think he can? Does this justify? Because he was in a spot. Let me just take the timeline. Ben Simmons was supposed to go to the play Philly, but he hasn't shown up to work. Basically, he hasn't showed up to play with the team.
Yep.
And he finally showed up to play with the team, but he was acting so like distant. He was like doing the shit that James Harden did. All these players do when they want to get out of the team. And he started to look bad, honestly, because he put the blame on the fans. He put the blame on the organization. When in reality, it's him that doesn't want to shoot a fucking basketball.
Or know how to shoot.
Or I think he knows. No,
you
the
say
thing
know
is,
how?
he knows how to shoot. I've seen videos. Ben Simmons knows how to shoot. He does know how to shoot.
Maybe he wants out of Philly.
And that's something that I've contemplated with for a long time. Honestly, I feel like he does. But I think he does know how to shoot. I think it's a deeper meaning or a deeper reason why he's not shooting. I don't think it's as simple as he can't shoot.
I need to see it. If he bounced and
yeah.
can shoot, then
No, if you watch his summer videos, bro, he be sitting there like just pulling the bitches, bro.
right. But when it comes to the season,
I get
Pressure.
it. But no, what I'm saying is he can shoot.
Yeah.
He can. He knows how to shoot. He just doesn't do it for a reason.
I'll say this, like in my ordinary job career, there are days where I am mentally capacitated.
Yeah.
Where there's just like I can't seem to get everything right. Everything keeps happening that I don't want to happen, and I will take a mental health day.
Yeah. I think. Oh,
I was gonna say
yeah.
I'll take a day, but like I can't do this, or you just have weeks where like things are not clicking, things are not going the way you need. I can't do this. Let's throw it on a larger scale. Maybe he's having a moment where things are not clicking, things are not working for him. He needs the space to do that. And just before recently, it wasn't allowed
What?
to be like I'm mentally
Yeah.
drained or I mentally can't do that. It wasn't allowed. You were seen and looked upon as weak, as someone who couldn't handle the pressure, as somebody who couldn't perform. And maybe with all these other things opening the door a little bit to be like, listen, you need to take care of yourself.
Yeah. I think like I said earlier, I really think it was they allow us to talk about mental health
Yeah.
now because they know they fucked us up last year.
I don't even think it's about last year.
I think we've always been this fucked up. It's just now they're allowing.
There's a lot of things that happened during last year with the pandemic that got exposed.
Yeah.
And you couldn't look past them. Like you couldn't look past the fact of people being out of work and nobody being able to leave their freaking house.
They imprison everybody.
Yeah, or
that fucks with you.
learning something about somebody you were with that you didn't know before because you were spending all this damn time together. You know what I mean? So
We were all institutionalized last year in a way.
you are an idiot.
In a way, not that serious.
Some of us still left the house.
We
Like,
had better food. We had better food than they did. You know, like we was able to leave a little bit. You know, we got a little more than an hour of free time. But
there were like I have friends who have are parents and families and were with their kids all that time. They fucking hated those kids, bro.
right.
Because it was just like it was too much. Like it became to be too much. So maybe Ben Simmons having some issues where he's like, I feel comfortable enough to say I'm having some mental issues. Is this all like, I think it's a larger picture to like play off things he wants. Like if he doesn't want to be in Philly, could he use this to get out of Philly and not play? I mean, James did it brilliantly to go to the Nets where he's probably regretting that decision right now.
I don't think he regrets it yet. I won't say that. But yeah, but that's to your point though.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I'm going to give him a benefit of the doubt because that's a lot of pressure. And I don't think I don't think playing at that level or getting to that level of the NBA, which is like so elite, you got to have some kind of like perseverance, determination, some luck too that goes along with that. But like that's a lot of pressure. You got all these fans coming to see your team do well, and y'all are fucking crazy fans. So like it's not even y'all, because I can't say one negative thing about the Browns or unless I'm beat up here or facts. So like there's crazy, and he's a soccer player.
Yeah.
Those people are fucking nuts. So
Yeah, y'all wild.
you
bro.
ever seen Corey go crazy on a soccer field?
No, I
You
haven't.
wouldn't recognize him.
That's crazy.
Going to
No.
beat up people in the stands.
that's not
I wanted to talk about Philly though. I wanted to talk about Philly though because it's like this mental health thing. It's kind of been a theme of the Sixers, honestly. Let's think about it. Because Markelle Fultz was a draft pick, and you remember he had that whole shooting issue where he couldn't shoot. He had the yips or whatever you
Then
call
it
it.
made it worse.
Yeah, and it made it worse. Philly made it worse. And Joel Embiid is a person that's extremely talented, but you could tell if you watch him play and you watch the games where he fucks up, you can see him getting in his own head. If you really pay
Don't
attention.
we do that all?
We all do that. We do that. I'm just saying. I don't think Philly
Helps with it.
I don't think the fan base of Philly, how brutal the fan base is, and how maybe I don't know the organization.
Yeah.
But I think everybody has these problems. Like a lot of people have these problems, but they don't know how to. They're not catering to that. I don't think that they were catering to that well enough.
I think Ben Simmons isn't as good as James Harden to be doing this.
Doing what?
Like how he's trying to
Get out of
like you
the-
said,
get out
the
of
way
the
he's
Sixers?
trying to get out of Sixers, which is fine if you want to leave. But I think the way he's doing it, he's not good enough to do it that way.
I see where you're coming from. I see where you're coming from with that. I disagree. I think you could be Anthony Bennett and want this. You know what I mean? You could be.
It
You
just
could.
wouldn't be reported.
Huh?
It wouldn't be
reported. It wouldn't be reported.
reported.
But I mean, but Ben Simmons is being
But Ben
reported.
Simmons, yeah.
So he is big enough in that sense.
He's
you
big
know?
enough, but he ain't good enough.
Yeah. I
That's
mean,
what I'm
but
saying.
then that comes down to who are we? Like, if he doesn't want to be there, it doesn't
No,
matter how good he is.
He can leave.
Yeah.
I'm saying that, like, you know how you say that he shouldn't have brought the fans involved
Yeah.
and all this stuff. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think he went about it the wrong way.
I think
like Jimmy Butler, he had a problem with the players. That's literally
All
my
it
problem
was.
with them.
Yeah.
Ben Simmons sound like he got a problem with the organization. Just say I only have a problem with the organization. Don't make
feel-
it.
No, I feel
Yeah,
that.
but I don't think you think he can come out and say I have a problem with the organization, period,
Yeah,
without
you
having
can't
some ramifications like come back on him.
Yeah, you can't just say that.
Man,
Nobody, none of
None of
James
them
Harden
can.
didn't say that.
That's what I'm saying.
He
Like,
did, but Jimmy Butler literally said, "I don't like playing." with
Jimmy
these
Butler is a different nigga.
that's
Jimmy
what
Butler is a
this
different.
dude is like.
No, Jimmy Butler is
If
the
I saw
only
Jimmy
nigga.
Butler
Jimmy
walking down
Butler.
the street, I'm crossing the street because I don't know what
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler I'm about to
All
get.
right, so about Kyrie said he didn't want to play with LeBron no more.
He didn't. No,
That's because Kyrie's a spoiled-
Listen, Kyrie
Go
never
ahead.
said that. Kyrie never.
He
said,
implied
He
it.
implied it, but he's never. to our point, he's never said it.
He never said it.
Yeah, that's
In
what we're talking
public.
about. Yeah, we don't even know
I
about
think if
private.
you really hate your job that much, you can just say it.
Yeah, you should. You should be able to. Not in
If
this-
you're
not-
that
not in this
making that
world.
much money,
Not if you're making that much money.
Uh,
I don't think not if you because
you-
you have this responsibility now. If you're making that
if you
much
really
money.
hated your job, well, I guess I don't know. I
Because-
guess if you really hated your job and you went to Walmart and you was like, I hate working at Walmart, I guess you could vocalize it.
Yeah, you can vocalize it at Walmart or you can vocalize it anywhere.
I guess you could do it anywhere. You
But I
should be-
think when you're a millionaire, that you feel that everybody feels like they have a piece of you. They have
well,
like all
yeah,
the
they
things,
do
right?
own a piece of him.
You know what I mean? They do.
Well, like
I
I
mean-
mean, when they talked about it, he was like, "I don't care about the fines. Like, I'll pay it as long as I want." So he sat out for
Until
a
the
while.
fines start coming out, and he was like,
and
"Oh,
then he got the bread like that. He's like, "Nah, I'm good.
yeah,
I'll show up for work."
Well, my thing is like this mental health issue. Now everybody's talking about it. It's kind of like fashionable to say I don't want to take away because there's really people who really do have like mental health issues. Like you were saying, like
Yeah.
you don't want to take away from it, but like now it's like a trending thing to talk about.
yeah."
So when do we separate? Okay, are you getting the proper steps and tools you need to deal with the mental health to overcome it, or are you just saying it because you want to pull a fast one, or you want to,
Yeah.
be out of Philly? I don't know who else wants you,
Yeah.
but
I think people want. I think people want Ben. I think people don't want the drama that this would bring, like the
Attached to it.
And Daryl Morey is asking for a lot of fucking shit. He's Daryl Morey is the GM of the Philadelphia 76ers, and he's like in the trade. Ben Simmons is open for trade, and the team is open to trade him. But the shit that he's asking for is just way too much. It's just way too much, bro. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. Honestly.
imagine that. Let's just stop there. Pause. Imagine you being a person where they're saying it's not worth all this to trade for you. We don't know if you're good enough.
Yeah,
you're not
you know what I
better
mean?
than that. That's gotta weigh.
They gotta weigh on
a
you.
damn
And
head.
the thing is, I think Ben Simmons is good enough because I think Ben Simmons, I personally believe that if Ben Simmons had a system around him with shooters and like a Giannis system, like a
team or
Giannis system,
something.
a team actually built. The team is not, as much as Joel Embiid said it, the team is not built around Ben Simmons because if the team was built around Ben Simmons,
It'd be way better.
Embiid wouldn't, honestly,
He wouldn't
Embiid wouldn't be there.
left.
He wouldn't be there.
He wouldn't be there because it's built around them both. Kind
Well,
of.
not
It's-
because of the way that Ben Simmons plays.
yeah, it's not built around him. So it's like if he had that Giannis system, I think Ben Simmons is better than Giannis. Because I think Ben Simmons can pass a lot better than Giannis. I think Ben Simmons can defend a lot better than Giannis.
He definitely
And
can pass better.
Giannis is just pure will and determination, and which I love about him, and the things I love. But I think if Ben Simmons had a system built around him, he would be a lot better. I
But do
think.
Ben Simmons got the will like Giannis do?
And that's the thing. We don't know. We don't know. We know Ben Giannis has been through some shit in life. Like that nigga was living in a hut sharing shoes with his brothers before he made it to the league. So he's been through some shit. So he has that toughness. Ben Simmons is from Australia and went to college for 3 months and
Right.
probably had somebody do his homework in there and like
Done.
And then when
Not
he
prob-
for 5 years, for however long he's been in the league, the people around him has never told him. He hasn't listened to people say, "Bro, you got to shoot," because people have told him, and he hasn't listened. So he's being baby. He's being baby. So he's never had that tough love that Giannis has probably had. So I don't know if he'll be as good mentally, but skill wise, I think he's a better basketball player than Giannis.
It's gotta be mentally, because if he knew he could shoot, I feel like he would have shoot the ball.
Yeah,
Maybe he's
If
scared.
he didn't-
Fears
if he
paralyzed
If
him.
he believed in the shot,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
He doesn't want to fuck it up. Or,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Fuck
It's-
it up.
it's- yeah,
I've
it's
never
like-
played an NBA game.
I'm sure at that pressure filled moment of NBA basketball, especially like with the expectations that the Sixers have now with him and Embiid and stuff. You don't want to fuck up. You don't want to fuck up. You don't want to shoot an air ball. You don't want to do all these things. As much as you know in your heart you probably could hit some shit. You don't want to fuck up.
Yeah,
You just.
I mean, I get it.
But
There's
like,
other players who in the same situation who just be like, I just gotta go.
Yeah,
But that's a different mindset.
Yeah, they're different.
You know
like
what I mean?
it's a mental weakness.
He probably does have. He needs to just seek a therapist.
I think he needs a new environment too. I think Philly is just. I think he
just
should
that-
just get out of Philly.
And that's with things in life. Like sometimes you just need a new environment.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need a new environment.
Facts.
It may not change everything, but it may get you thinking in a different way.
Yeah. Facts. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I wanted to I didn't want to diminish Ben Simmons. I wasn't saying that the crying wolf thing to diminish what he's going through,
No, I know why you were saying it.
but it is something that I felt strongly about. Did y'all have any other takeaways about Ben Simmons?
Sometimes the mental health does seem like a fab.
Yeah, you know.
Like I'm depressed. Or I got anxiety.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't want it to be a thing where like nobody's believed that they have anxiety, because you don't know what anxiety is unless it's like in the person, and we can't say like, oh, that's little. Like, what do you, but for whoever that is, that could be like a really big thing. So I just like, I don't like, even out in like the world now, just to be like, oh, well, get over, like, that's not anything big. Like, no, it could be really debilitating for them just to like leave the house where we're like, oh, what are you talking about? Just get in the car. So, yes.
I think it's a real thing, but I find it more often now that everybody turns to it when something goes wrong.
Yeah, I agree.
I think people are having the guts to say it. I think
they
they didn't have a word for it.
I think niggas are okay saying they're hurt.
Yeah.
Nah, I just think niggas are okay to say like they're going through some shit now, and we're all going through some
Millennials.
shit. I think everybody in the world has a mental health issue. I feel like everybody has something that's holding them back. I don't unless you've worked on it, unless you have worked.
Yeah.
On it. Everybody that hasn't looked in the mirror, like we talked about this
that
hasn't discovered,
Yeah.
that hasn't attacked their issues, the things that make them insecure.
Correct.
You have a mental health issue. You do. Important, not the importance, but the how big it is, the mental health issue, or how dire it is, or how you know what I'm trying to say, how hindering it is to your life is different. Some people can handle it. Some people it's just not even that big a deal. It is a situation, and it affects you and how you act towards certain things, but you can handle it and you can get past
And who
it.
you have around you.
Yeah, who you have around you. So it's like, I think
support you. So yeah, the people do suffer with things, and I think now they have the language to address it and to say.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't okay to say 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You didn't say that, especially.
Yeah.
A black man didn't say literally, you didn't say I have mental health issues.
You didn't.
You know what they would say to you?
What
the fuck are you talking about?
You soft motherfucker.
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
Right,
get
right.
out of here. Like, go to work.
Right.
Get
that's,
up.
That's not a man. That's
That's
not what a man is.
Exactly. So now we have the tools and the language to say so, and it's really okay to say so.
Facts.
Just don't be crying,
I'm glad it is. I just know hypochondriacs are real.
Well,
And that's the only issue.
you were so skeptical.
So that
If you need help, get help.
if you need help, you
Sure.
get out. And if mental health is real, mental health is real. And if you don't feel like it's real,
What's wrong with y'all niggas? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all niggas? What's wrong with you?
all right. I had to throw that in there at some point today. So we're gonna hit the first commercial break and come back. I'm gonna pass it to who wants to go first? Who I'm passing it to?
Pass it to me.
I'm gonna pass it to Ville. Go hit this commercial break and come back. What's good, everybody? So if you're a business, artist, or entrepreneur, we want to show you love. So hit us up. Hit us up at possibly_impaired on Instagram, or email us at possiblyimpaired@gmail.com for a chance to have your product promoted on a future episode. Thank you. Back to the show.
We're back.
All right, Vel, what you got for us?
Okay, so this week, I don't know when it was, but we've you and I have worked in the service industry.
I currently
Yeah, and I have too in the past, and this nigga was just
Fuck
born
work.
great. Yeah. I was recently watching this show on Hulu. It was like The Next Thing You Eat.
Okay.
It's with a chef, a really famous chef, David Chang, and he owns a restaurant in New York City. and basically the episode was called "The Rise of the Machine."
Okay.
So it's talking about how robots are coming into the restaurant industry. Well, they've been there. They actually already have been there. And how technology is coming to the restaurant industry and what does it cost for convenience. So I know like a lot of people now, especially during the pandemic, were Uber Eats, Grubhub, all of those app things that you use to get food. You would click on it, it would come to you instantly. It has revolutionized the way we like order food. But at the same time, it has also eliminated a lot of jobs in the service industry.
Yeah. McDonald's been using robots for a minute now, ain't they?
I mean, McDonald's manufactures cows to taste all the same across the world.
Damn, that's creepy.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a whole nother thing.
McDonald's is like Facebook.
But they ain't never get caught.
Hot take.
Hot take.
So
I never put that shit on the
button.
Yeah.
we do need that button. So my thing is that with this technology comes,
Great responsibility.
great responsibility. Like when we got the internet, it was just first dial up and it was gonna open us up to this whole new world, but it's also like dangerous. Like we fucking got a president from Twitter, Trump, out of like the internet and shit like that. So in the service industry, a lot of people who come to this country, immigrants and things like that, start work in the service industry because they can get jobs, dishwashing jobs, line cook jobs, things of that nature. But now with technology coming into play, it's taking the place of those jobs. So, and with the pandemic, let me back up. With the pandemic, a lot of those people who were working those service industry jobs, they didn't go back to them because they were shitty wages. They were getting abused by customers left and right. So we have to embrace this thing of the technology and workers, but like, how do we merge it together? Because what does that look like?
Right.
What does that look like if we're not going to have people like I've worked in kitchens where like there's Filipinos, there's, people who and they're the coolest fucking people.
Right.
They're the hardest working people.
Yeah.
They do dishes and they do it all day, do it so well. They do it better than I do my own dishes at home. And because I have a dishwasher.
Yeah.
But how do we bridge that gap? Like, are we going to fight the technology? Because you can't fight it. It's coming. It's already here. They had robots delivering pizzas in fucking California.
Amazon won't have drones delivered.
Well, yeah, Amazon has drones and stuff delivered. So it's eliminating jobs, and people are always screaming like recently, like, well, why aren't people going back to work? There's a shortage on workers, especially in the service industry.
Yeah.
There's a shortage on workers.
Sure.
Why aren't they going back to work? Because they get treated like shit. They get treated like shit, and
They get treated like robots.
well,
honestly.
they get treated worse than robots.
Honestly, yeah.
And so how do you merge that gap between like being scared of technology, like some people are, or embracing the technology because we need jobs for these people who are going to be coming over to this country and starting off and growing. Like you can't even. How do you step your foot in the door in America if you can't get a job in the service industry? Not saying that you have to go that way, but
Yeah, no, I mean,
know what I mean?
But the service industry what hurts because the service industry was the most entry level thing you could do.
yes,
to
that's
make
what I'm saying.
money.
An entry level job right
was-
away. You can get off a plane and go work in a service industry job and make some money, learn some English along the way, and build yourself up.
Yeah,
If a robot has that job now, what do you do?
right.
Nigga, I went
That's a very good question. That's a very
What
good
do you
question.
do?
Let's talk about it. What do y'all have any ideas? Do y'all have any?
Well, first, I was just going to say it to add to that. I
Okay.
went to Wendy's the other day. Them niggas was closed at 1 p.m.
What?
Yes, bro.
Why?
Nobody
They're
was working.
working.
in
They
there.
ain't got no workers.
Okay.
So
They need
that
some robots.
that's
Yep. I
that's
need
some
I would've
robots.
Junior Bacon, bro. I was salty. I'm like,
1
damn.
p.m. they was closed.
Yes,
You-
bro.
they need to go ask McDonald's for some robots.
Well, listen, these robots, what David says in this whole, it's like 32-minute doc thing or whatever, he little show, he says like, he has started like an Uber Eats thing before it was an Uber Eats. Okay. His food at his restaurant didn't travel well. Like it, like the things we were making didn't do well. He had just missed the mark. So like 2 years after Uber Eats blows up and he was trying to do the same thing, like whatever. And I don't know if you guys know this, but like these apps, they don't make any money.
Uber Eats.
No, they are not making a profit.
Really?
They are not making a profit.
Why are they here?
Because it's the long game. They're trying to wait and see who outlasts each other so they can buy it up as a conglomerate. And then they be the only person you have to go through to get your food.
Yeah.
Because Uber Eats off the rip takes 30% off. So if you're charging $10 for something, Uber Eats is taking $3 out of that. And then
Oh wait, you said who's not making money? The businesses on Uber Eats or Uber Eats?
Uber Eats is not making any
Okay,
money.
okay.
Most of these sharing app things, they don't make a profit right now.
Okay.
But they're looking at the long game to be like, we're going to be the only one to provide you with this service, and we're going to buy up all the other little ones, and that way we will make a profit.
It's just us.
Yeah, it's just us. And now because everything's so like with our hands on our phones, people are so used to picking something they want. Like if I had a child right now, they would not know what it was like to go sit in a fucking restaurant and dine in and pay tips and all that other stuff like that.
Yeah, niggas don't know how to tip. Fuck y'all niggas. They don't know how to tip. That's the person. I'm sorry. I went up to tangent. That's a separate subject. Y'all niggas need to learn how to tip. A better robot would tip me better.
Well, what's going to happen is the cost is going to get passed along to us because if a robot is making the food,
We can sit at home.
we're going to have to pay more for that item because the restaurant is to make a margin. It's so hard to make a profit in a restaurant. You don't start making a profit at least like 5 years out if you have a restaurant with the margins. So I used to work there, and those people brought joy to the restaurant. People bring joy to wherever you work if you get rid of all the workers. And now you have a robot doing it. And you only need 5 workers, so now you only need one person to oversee 3 robots.
Less hours.
And plus, this is my whole
less
thing.
hours, less pay.
I have such a connection with food. I used to be in the culinary world. I was a chef for a little bit.
Chef Bill.
If you do not put soul and care in your food, then what the fuck do you have? It doesn't even taste good.
So you think these robots chicken gonna be all bland and shit?
Yes.
They ain't gonna season their chicken.
Yes.
Fast
They got-
food or just
oh, they got-
I'm talking about in general. Like,
Oh, when they teach the robots how to season chicken, it's a wrap for
No,
us, bro.
stop
That's a
it.
wrap for us, bro.
the precise
it's
amount.
not
I
about
swear.
precise though. It's about a pinch of this, a pinch of that.
Yeah, but the
what
thing-
smells good, what
No.
doesn't.
But we're getting to that point. We
Yeah.
are getting to that point because robots are starting to get like you've seen these high tech robots that actually can function themselves, like that can really that are getting like really a brain. They're building a brain for these robots. So it's only a matter of time before they have that touch.
God, that's scary.
It is. It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, because there's some people who got, like, let's say their arm is gone.
Yeah.
Or a robotic arm.
They got a robotic arm, but it's connected to that, like, wherever the arm got cut off at, to where it senses like his
Nerves and
brain
stuff like
saying,
that. Can
"Move
send
it."
signals and stuff.
And then, like Khalil said, the fingers or whatever has enough whatever on it for him to feel like what it feels like.
Right.
You know.
That's crazy.
I just, what do you guys want to go to restaurants and see robots doing everything?
I'm not gonna. It would be cool.
Nigga, if
But
I
then
go
what if that means you're out of your
Hey.
job?
It sucks. It would suck. No, it sucks. I'm just bullshitting. It'll look
okay.
cool. It would look cool. But
They already
it
have this
sucks.
shit in like Japan.
Yeah.
it would look raw, but imagine going to Popeyes and the long ain't line no more, bro.
Oh man.
You just fly through. They'd make
Man.
bread for real.
So I'm talking
Yeah.
to any other people besides people who want to stand in line at fucking Popeyes. Like, you were literally hurt. Like, what if I go to line and then all of a sudden I
Maybe
go
the
to
fucking maybe the fucking robots at McDonald's would clean the ice cream machine.
Right? It'll
Honestly,
always work.
so yeah, always fucking work.
It'll always be working. It'll be clean in there.
So once again, like, I don't eat McDonald's, so I can't say why the
ice cream. The ice cream, though. You ever had that ice cream?
No, I don't
Slaps.
eat ice cream.
Oh, yeah, you do. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
What's another place that like takes forever?
All of them now.
All of them.
Now all of them.
Yeah, all of them now.
everywhere.
Before, it was only Popeyes. Nigga.
Okay.
What if the robots took over? Or
Yeah.
like,
No, it was suck. It was suck.
It's definitely coming. I mean, it's not even
already
just
here.
the service industry.
It's here.
already in,
You're right. It's here.
Like the Amazons and stuff like that.
True.
So,
But
what-
service industry jobs, like, that's what I think about the jobs for people who migrate to this country or immigrate
What's
to this
up?
country. Like, what are they about to do? They're not. First of all, they already get looked down upon because probably their English isn't that great, and they probably were like a fucking physicist scientist back in the country where they were.
I hate how us as Americans are so arrogant and selfish, bro. Because it's like just because a person doesn't speak English and their English is a lick, we think they're dumb or slower.
Yeah.
Just because they don't know how to speak English.
Correct.
When this is really their second language,
Yeah.
and we don't
It's
know.
probably like their
I gotta say
fifth
3 words in
language.
Spanish.
Right. Right.
They're probably not even right either.
Yeah, hell no, bro. Hell no, bro. They not, bro. They wrong as shit, bro. Is it cumpleaños? Ain't that birthday?
Yeah, Feliz Cooper.
Feliz
Just stop.
Oh,
Just stop.
Feliz cumpleaños.
No. No.
Say gracias, nigga. It's your birthday.
Yeah, that's what he's saying, bro.
I didn't say it right.
Right. So what do y'all think? Y'all think,
I think we in trouble.
what do we do about
For real,
this?
for
Do we
real.
save these jobs? Or because these jobs are like really
It don't
shitty
even matter.
paying jobs.
The reason why it really don't even matter is because as soon as you try to liberate one section, the other section already gonna be fully automatized before you even know it. You got Amazon, who definitely not about to keep paying all these people who complain that it's too hard to work.
Yeah,
By just build
that
robots.
shit looks scary to
They
work at
already
Amazon,
doing
honestly.
it. Then you still got the transportations, like with the trucks and stuff. There's already trucks that can drive themselves. It's just they're just trying to figure out the safety behind it and all that kind
Yeah,
of stuff.
hell yeah.
So,
I saw a nigga on the freeway reading a newspaper while his Teslas drove on the freeway, bro. That shit was the weirdest shit.
I've seen that on the freeway in a Toyota Corolla.
what?
They were driving and reading the newspaper.
The Toyota?
Yes.
That ain't no Toyota, bro.
No,
I don't
they
know what
literally
you
were
saw.
driving with their knees.
Oh
reading
no,
the
he wasn't
newspaper.
driving.
no,
He wasn't
he's
driving.
talking about-
No,
yeah,
the car
he's
was
talking
moving
about the car
itself.
Oh, you're talking about the
itself.
self-moving car.
Yeah, it was a self-moving car. This nigga was literally not paying attention to the road, bro. Like not at all. Just
Yeah.
just reading, and the car was driving.
That's not crazy.
That's crazy
It's
shit.
partially our fault because we
wanted this shit.
Yeah, we wanted this shit. we want to be lazy and just
We want the technology.
have somebody,
Now the technology is
serve
starting to,
us or
And it's
whatever.
like infesting all parts of our life.
yeah.
Like, you
And
know,
it's really only how many, like 50 years old. The internet is
like the 80s.
like 80s, yeah. So it's
moving
like
fast.
like 30 years old.
Yeah.
you think about
like
it, we are
82 or
moving
something
fast.
like that. Yeah.
It's wild. That's wild, man. Like, what do y'all like? Do y'all have any answers? Like, what do y'all think we should do? Like, to answer, I want to answer your question.
I think that there'll be other jobs in which people can do
I
if
agree.
we allow it.
I agree.
But if we don't allow it and we have this, divisiveness that we have right now,
You're 100% right, because it's those leadership and executive roles that they're not allowing us to get.
Yeah.
That the people at the top are not allowing us to
Yeah.
get. So we got to start taking those, honestly,
Yeah.
and building our own jobs, and creating our own jobs. Honestly.
true, but like we can't overlook it or say like, oh no, this won't. It is coming.
It's coming,
here.
and that's what I'm saying. So
It
like,
is
it's
already
like,
here. We have conveniences that we do enjoy.
yeah. So
I enjoy my 2-day Prime.
yeah, man. No,
Even though
that's clutch,
Amazon's
bro.
I enjoy my 2-day Prime. I'm not gonna lie.
You're
I
right.
have faults.
I work with the devil, bro. Amazon
Yeah,
is the
I
devil.
mean, I just ordered something from Amazon. I need them to show up tomorrow
Yeah.
because I'm leaving Thursday.
Yeah, I needed that shit, bro. Fuck y'all niggas, but I need my shit.
We're never gonna be able to get rid of the convenience, and if we get rid of the convenience, is when we have a new world order.
Yeah.
Because you order, go to.
I don't
If
think
you
we're
want
gonna be able to
pizza
do
at
that.
3:00 in the morning and you live in New York City, you can have a pizza at 3:00 in the morning
and not leave your house.
and not leave your house for it.
You know what would be wild, honestly?
What?
Like something like that, to where it's like, you know how, like, especially in downtown Cleveland where I work, it's not really any restaurants open for
Yeah.
food super late. So what if they had just like kiosks where you could really get a whole ass pizza, like just a pizza will fall out.
oh, like a vending machine?
like a vending machine like style thing.
I
Where
feel like they probably
that's crazy. You could get it any hour of the day.
feel like you could do
know
that
what I
in
mean?
Japan or
Or
something.
y'all could just make wings.
Or you could shut the hell up. You talking about the lack of chicken wings in
Or
my job right
mozzarella
now?
sticks.
It's a shortage.
It's a shortage. It's a chicken
Mozzarella.
shortage. It's not our
And I'm
fault.
sick of that one. Every sign up is there's shortage in
No,
the supply
listen.
chain command
This is
because
the
you
tru-
don't have the blah 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 blah. I'm about to get a robot.
I'm about to. I'm not trying to go on a tangent, but this is another reason. We're literally every other place downtown is closed right now at a certain time, after 10 o'clock.
Because they ain't got food.
Yeah, or because they don't got
They don't
workers.
got workers.
Yeah, so because of this thing, so we're the only place open at certain points for food.
So everybody come to y'all.
Everybody come to us. We're not about to. Look
I
like
don't
a
see the problem.
We're not about to look at like a fucking Taco Bell cantina at
Cantina.
at 1 a.m. At 1 a.m.
Nice shot
for some fucking
fired.
chicken wings. But it's chicken wings. It's only chicken wings.
It's only chicken with us.
So I love my niggas. I love my niggas, bro. But y'all niggas ain't tipping me shit. Y'all coming in here.
Eating my food, opening my refrigerator. Don't close it back.
Just tip me. I love my niggas,
tip
bro.
the
I
workers.
always.
But that's the other thing this thing was talking about. I was talking about how in the service industry they think like, well, you can make $2.13 an hour as a server. I made $2.12 an hour when I was a server. the tips will balance it out. They do sometimes if you have a good night. If you don't have a good night or nobody's tipping you, what are you supposed to do? I didn't have a family. Like, what if I had a family to go and take care of? What am I supposed to fucking do with that? I just spent my money on a nice shirt to go out with on the weekend and, like, you know,
something. Yeah,
drugs.
Yeah, same.
I was
be
just
young
gonna
again.
Say, maybe you just automatize the back-breaking jobs. So like,
What do you mean?
like the Amazon like in the factory type jobs,
Mm-hmm.
or like maybe even
the
work
thing-
like field jobs and stuff like that.
You're right. No, you're right. I mean, the thing is, like Vale said, it's here. It's here. So
It
it's
is
like,
here.
so all the stuff you're saying is happening. So now the next step is creating jobs to where we can make money. You know what I mean? Like it's the jobs are getting taken away from us. So we have to find new jobs to take over.
Yeah, right.
And then so we have to
And it's
create
not
stuff.
going back to the old ones. Like,
It's not.
we can't go back into the coal
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah. So-
Like, we need to do something different to, like, try to, like, work with it and embrace it. But that's hard to do. Change is hard to do for people.
Entrepreneurship, man. Learn confidence in self and just find something to make a couple dollars, bro.
Just don't let them be CEOs or nothing.
Who,
Decisions
BCO? What,
about-
robots?
Make decisions, yeah.
Oh, that's
They
coming
already
too. But we
are
got,
making
but yeah,
decisions,
they already,
man.
they are making decisions. So, but that's why we have to just really create our own ecosystem. Honestly, outside, if it just sounds crazy, but we really have to create our own economy through our own jobs, through our own businesses, through our own people. We need black people that have farms and shit like that. You know what I mean? We have to create because those people, the people with the robots, are not trying to give a shit.
But I still
trying to-
think we'll need technology with those things.
No, we will need technology,
Mm-hmm.
but we need to control it. We need to control it. And so we need people in tech. We need some black people in tech.
Yeah.
We need black people. We need black people that own, like I said, own farms. We need black people in these
Across the
specific
whole
things.
thing.
So that's why it's like we need more entrepreneurship. We need more people to think that you just got to be a rapper, basketball player, or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like you could be a fucking farmer, bro. You could grow some weed. You could grow some weed inside of the farm, bro.
Scientists.
I swear, bro. Like, be a
some food
scientist,
out,
bro.
man.
Figure this shit out. Find a cure for cancer.
Horticulture.
Like, honestly, bro. Create your own. It's a black dude in Africa that created his own internet. You know what I mean? Like, it's people out here that are doing shit, and that's the people that we need to aspire to be. Those type of people. Those are the people that are inspiring. Learn how they did it, because we ain't gonna be 6'8", 250,
Sure.
huh?
Right.
Sure we are.
Yeah, sure we are. We are. I'm gonna draw to the brown size
In my
eventually.
mind,
You know, I ain't hit my growth spurt yet.
You're dumb. Bro. If you growing now, you are an AI.
Right. But no, like, seriously though, like we need to start looking into those the weird jobs. The people really are making their own money doing some weird shit. Like, how do they
Yeah,
do
but
that?
it's like bringing it to the forefront. If you don't even know it exists, why
that-
would you ever aspire to do
That's
it?
true. And I guess that's up to us that know these things to interview on this podcast. Like, interview people, talk about it, interview people, and like just these weird ways that you can really just start your own shit in a way that's not even thought of, honestly.
True.
Get
Like-
up and get out.
I'm gonna start a farm, y'all.
What are you gonna grow on this farm?
Yeah, let me guess.
Hey,
Are you gonna
don't
go-
assume, brother. Don't assume here.
Are you gonna grow sustainable foods on this farm?
yeah, for
or
sure.
just one crop?
No, foods. I got foods. I'm gonna grow some. I'm gonna have an apple tree in there.
An apple tree. Okay, what else you gonna have over there? Johnny Appleseed.
All right, I'm gonna have weed in it. All right, I'm gonna have a fucking. I'm gonna grow a weed plant. All right. I get it. That's gonna be a part of it. But it's gonna be some nutritional stuff in there for people too.
That's gonna be the main product.
But no, seriously, bro, let's
Look, it's coming.
It's coming, y'all.
The
It's coming.
Jetsons are here.
for sure. So yeah, y'all had any more takeaways on this shit? On this?
I'm personally scared of robots, but that's just my own personal shit.
Hey man, my takeaway is find something else to do. find something else to do. They taking that shit, bro.
But you could be the person building the robots.
You could be the person building robots. That's true.
You could be.
Yeah.
And I think when we say robots, we don't mean like R2D2. Like
Yeah.
simple, like what I think of a robot is is just like movie shit.
Yeah.
But all these things are robotic.
Yeah.
Like our
true.
ATM machines are robotic.
That's true.
You know
That's
what I
true.
mean?
Yeah.
So
Nigga, Siri a robot.
and that's that's another thing, and we'll stop.
Go ahead.
But they're talking about how when ATM machines came about, how people were like, we don't want to use ATM machines. It's like too like technology driven. It's going to take away jobs from tellers, bank
yeah.
tellers. It didn't do that.
Okay.
What it did was it made more bank tellers. You had to hire more bank tellers accessible to people, and ATMs were available all around the world.
Yeah, that's true.
They were afraid of that. Like, I don't want to. I need to go inside and talk to somebody. And
So we need compatible.
yeah, we need compatible technology,
I
but
w-
it's moving way too fast. Like all this stuff we're talking about right now, it's probably light years beyond us. We just don't know about it yet.
That's true. That's true. I want to just ask our viewers. I want to talk to somebody that's in tech. I want to talk to a tech person. Really, like we could bring, like you said, we need to bring those conversations to us, to the people, kind of. So it's like whoever. Like I really want to see if y'all know anybody or if we know anybody in tech. Like I would love to interview them and talk to them about how we can bring tech into our community. Honestly,
Teach me how to take down Facebook.
You know. So
Right.
that's what I'm on. That's what I'm on, bro. We can start our own Facebook.
Teach me
bro.
how to be Snowden.
Write some code.
Yeah,
I don't want to be Snowden. He's stuck in Russia. Where he at?
I think he locked up, ain't he?
No, he's just in Russia.
Oh, he is. Oh yeah, he they never got him.
He-
That man was the first TK, bro.
He was the. So yeah, we're about to go to a commercial.
We're gonna hit a commercial break, and then we're gonna pass it to Corey, bro.
What's up, everybody? It's Corey over here, social media manager for Possibly Impaired. When you listen to the episode, if you find anything you love, like, or even hate, we want to hear your feedback. So please follow us at Possibly_Impaired on Instagram, just to let us know how you feel. Can't wait.
All right, Corey, what you got for us, bro?
Okay. Since we in the end of the year, we've been dealing with the same thing since the beginning of the year, and that is the pandemic. And
That's crazy, bro. We really thought at the beginning of the year we was almost done with that shit.
Yep.
Cause y'all niggas don't know how to act.
What I saw was
Fair
pretty,
point.
just something that I think about every day is when are we going to be done with this shit?
Yeah.
And one of the people who can help us be done with this shit is medical workers. But I just saw this article that showed that there is a lot of medical workers we might even see on TV, nurses and doctors or even nurse practitioners saying they're against the vaccine, which is also fine because everybody has their own choice and things like that. But what I want to know is, what do you guys feel when you read that kind of stuff? Because in this article, they were just picking out points that I saw where they were saying that one example, there was a nurse practitioner who was saying like she didn't agree with it, didn't want to get vaccinated. She lost her job because of this and her practice and things like that because of the fact that the vaccine has very negative side effects and can lead to death. That's been underreported. But the article continues to say that there is no evidence to support any of these statements that she's saying. So, we all know misinformation is out there. But what I'm saying is they predict that we need 85% of the population to be vaccinated in order to go back to normal life. Do you think we will ever go back to normal life with even the medical field also going against the grain? And how does that feel your life then? Because now, like, are you just gonna be like, this fucking sucks and annoying, and then I just hate society, or are you gonna continue to try to be like, hey man, I think you should get vaccinated?
I don't think we will achieve 85% of the population being vaccinated because it is not about science. It's not about saving. It's about being in a political party.
It's
It's
gotten so political.
Political about these vaccinations and what's going on. You're entitled to feel however you want to feel. You can do whatever you want to do, but I just think that it's kind of careless of people in the medical field. You don't have to be like a genius to be in the medical field, not taking it away from it, but like it's kind of careless because the science does work. I just think now we don't even believe in facts. Like whatever our opinion is a fact
And
now.
then let me just add this in there. There was these same people who were denying it, or just in the same breath will still take the measles, mumps.
Okay, so that
flu
thank you.
shot every year and stuff like that.
So those are all vaccines. Those all have things in them. Those all have side effects, sometimes severely and others. And I think everything has a side effect. And you breathe air, you may have a side effect of getting,
Fucking cigarettes.
I just want to play devil's advocate on that just for a second, just with that. the comparison because it's like the I think what makes people uneasy is how quickly this vaccination was created.
It wasn't quickly though. That's what.
But I'm
misinformation
yeah, and that's a misinformation. That's probably just misinformation. But still, we heard about COVID in
That's
2019,
one of the
in 2019, and the vaccine came out last year. So it's like that in our heads, in America's heads, like you said, this must have been a lot longer than that. But in America's heads, it's only been a year, and that's not something that we know. That's not something that we know that it's been longer than that. So I think that's what makes people uneasy because it looks like it was just something thrown together, and we're injecting it.
But I don't think people want to know. Because if they really wanted to know about how long it took and how many people they like did this and how many people were working on this and they were trying to solve a problem real fast. So like everybody focused in on one thing, and that's kind of what happens when you get a lot of people working in the same direction.
That's fair. That's
You know what I mean? And so people don't want to know. They only want to know that it took only a year and they didn't test. They tested on millions of people before they decided to be like, let's put this out to the public. People don't want to know. That's what I mean about the facts. People don't want to know that fact. They want to go on the backbone of it only took this amount of time and I don't trust it, which I understand why people wouldn't trust it.
Yeah.
I get why they wouldn't trust it. And I'm not trying to make anybody do any kind of way, but if you don't want to continue this, if we don't want to continue mask, if we don't want to continue all these things, we do tons of shit in this country and all over the world of things that we need to do just to get through it. And we don't even want to do that now because you're identified as an elitist if you got vaccinated. You're identified as if you don't, you're dumb because like, why are you doing this or why would you not want to do this? And we put tons of poison shit in our body all the time.
That's fair. That's a very fair point.
We put lotion on our body. Do you know what is in lotion? That seeps into your skin. They're not good things all the time.
Really?
Actually, I don't.
Like what?
Deodorants, like aluminum in deodorants. That's not good for you.
Okay.
If some deodorants have aluminum in it.
Okay.
But like people are not focused on that shit or like taking an Advil or taking a Tylenol. People don't care about that.
No, that's
people don't care about taking a pill in a minute, but they care about this vaccine.
Yeah. I mean, that's a very, very fair point. But what I want to say is that you said people that take the vaccine are looked at as elitists.
Sometimes.
I want to push back on the fact that people that don't take the vaccine are looked at as crazy. And that's what I think the bigger the bigger yell is.
Yeah.
The bigger yell is.
Why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah, so I think that's the issue.
They're not crazy. I don't think they're crazy.
I know you don't, but I think that's the issue. And the thing is, I think that the media, with how we know, we talked about this multiple times, how manipulative the media is. So if you got that on top of me, I can say me personally and the other people personally that like I've been vaccinated, so I'm not saying this personally, but I don't know anybody personally in my life that has been affected by COVID. I just don't. I just don't know. I don't know anybody. Like I really have not heard of anybody that I know personally that has been affected by it. So if I have that plus my already mistrust in the media spewing this out, I can understand how some people would not really want to believe it at some points. You know what I mean? And would still be skeptical. And I think that's something.
Do you think if you knew somebody personally, like
if I knew somebody personally, it would be different.
You know me.
I didn't know you had it.
I didn't. My parents did.
But see, and but it wasn't spoken of me. But it's in all honesty though, it's like I didn't know that. I didn't know your parents had it, but I didn't know that until now. You know what I mean? So it's like until now, I didn't know anybody. I didn't know anybody, and nobody, and even your parents. Like I want everybody that I love people to know and care. But that's not somebody I know personally. It's just not somebody I know personally.
Like somebody you see on a day-to-day.
You know what I mean? Like somebody that I see every day, that I see healthy, that I see every day. Like even that, when I heard that, I'll be like, okay, it's hitting me. It's resonating with me. It's somebody.
Because you know me. And I wouldn't lie or make up anything.
You wouldn't lie or make up anything. But I haven't seen visually somebody that I knew was healthy, a healthy person that does all these things.
I think, yes, you haven't. But I also think that you may, and people just didn't say.
And that's true, but I'm saying, but that's to my point though.
That perpetuates this whole thing of nobody I know is sick, so why do I believe in this thing?
But I think two things could be true. Like you're right, but if they didn't tell me and I haven't seen it, you can understand how somebody would be skeptical.
Yeah.
And that's
online type.
Yes.
That's just my whole point.
I get the skepticism.
And so
really
so that's why but if they have that skepticism and it's never been proven to them, it's never because they don't know anybody personally and they just going off of what all we see in the media and they're ignorant and they don't want to do the research like your point and they don't do the research. I can understand how somebody won't want to take the vaccine. I can understand it. If you
think-
put all these things into
Together.
one pot, you
Right.
know what
Yes.
The two things that stand out, I think, is like the research aspect of it, like doing your own research, not always just going off what you hear on TV. Because one, I feel like even though, like how you said, the backlash was, oh man, they figured it out pretty fast. Well, y'all were complaining about being in a house from March, whatever, December, whatever,
Yeah.
every single day. Also, a lot of countries were losing money every single day, which is very important to them.
Companies,
They also want to get y'all out of the house.
they
And
want the
then-
economy back.
Yeah, they want the economy back. And then on top of that, people were dying. So if you think about it, let's just say the focus group is I don't know, 20,000 people on the West Coast. Then you got another 20,000 Midwest. Then you got another 20,000 South, another 20,000 Northeast. That's just America.
Yeah.
You still had all these countries around the
Yeah.
world all working on the same thing that were all also doing focus groups and studies and all that
stuff
kind
like
of
that.
stuff. So it's like,
Trials and
yeah, it
things
might
like
have
that.
went fast, but if you think about it, there's so many people on this planet, and they were all focusing on how do we figure out a way to combat this. I think we could figure it out pretty fast if everybody in the world is helping
Yeah.
the same.
And also,
situation.
aren't we more advanced in technology? Why wouldn't we be able to come up with something that's fast?
That's no, and these are very fair points. So it's like I'm not, like I said, I got the
Yeah.
vaccine. I got the vaccine, so it's not me trying to
I'm just talking.
negate it. But
Everybody
yeah,
else.
everybody else. But
Y'all was mad that we didn't have sports.
yeah, I was mad. I just mad
People
Bron
were
couldn't
mad
play,
we
bro.
didn't have sports.
I didn't want to see Bron play, bro. That nigga was about to get another ring, and they want to cut the season off. My boy's about to win.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
they,
so-
they had just as much
They're
pressure.
like, we need to figure this out. They came. That's how you know.
Yeah.
This is how you know. If we all in the world could work together to come up to fix
Right, we
like
could figure
poverty,
anything.
we could do it.
We could.
We don't have the same common interest and goal, and this was a common interest and goal. And people still can be hesitant. Some people do react differently and can't get it. That's
Because
fine.
they don't want, because the people that know don't want us at the table, so they would rather us fight. They'll rather us butt heads and argue about is the vaccination important or not. Like these people at the table don't give a fuck.
What you mean, like the people who?
The people that know, the people that are owners and people that run the world, the people that run this shit, they're at the table and they want us to fight. They want us down here to fight about this shit. You know what I mean? You get what I'm trying to say?
I get what you're trying to say. I just don't necessarily agree with it because like it affects their bottom line. You know, they only care about their bottom line.
Yeah, that's
they
true.
only care about their money. So like if you're not going out and buying stuff because there's a mandate in your state, or you can't go to the mall, or you can't go to like a
But I'm talking about Amazon.
grocery
I'm talking about
store.
like the people that really run, not the government, the people that really run the world. Amazon, Facebook.
Oh, he was
Yeah.
making money regardless.
You know, that's what I'm saying. So those people do not give a fuck, and those are people that are like Facebook, the people that are perpetuating the beef. They're perpetuating.
Oh
this.
yeah, they've been doing that since the beginning.
So that's what I'm saying. All
Yeah.
these companies are all in bed doing that. So they don't give a fuck about anything but us fighting.
Yes. Okay. So I hear what you're saying on that, but also I just think it's crazy that people say they're free minded and they think of their own and they do what they want. They really don't. They do whatever Amazon is telling them to do. They do whatever Facebook is telling them to do. So like, how free thinking are you to gonna listen to somebody and buttfuck nowhere tell you that the vaccine isn't worth it and it's really not? Like, if you're free minded and you're so strong willed and you're so this, why don't you do what you think is right for yourself or
Yeah.
try to figure it out yourself?
I know a lot of people. To your point, I know a lot of people that when it's a topic, a big topic, what they would do is they'll go on Instagram or Twitter or something and read the comments on the page, or YouTube. They'll read the comments, and that's how they form their opinion about
And that's
something.
really sad because that is what happens.
That's how they form.
That is
They
what
take
happens.
this opinion,
Yeah.
and do this.
Yeah.
When you don't really just internalize, how
No.
do I feel about what is happening? Like
Because
seriously.
Yeah.
Or where are they getting that
Information.
Like, where did that come?
Where did that
Yeah,
opinion
where did
come
that come
from?
from? Yeah.
But that's the way the world that's where we're at right now.
how the
Yeah.
Twitter, Instagram, and all that stuff like that. These are all opinions, and I just like try to get. It's hard. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it's easy. It's really hard to come up with your own.
It's hard. Yeah.
Like to go search for it, but
It's
you
hard.
would go search for the first Kendrick Drop song, and if he meant this lyric about that person or that person, but you won't search about something that's probably going to be beneficial for you or not. To be like, I can't get it because there's other complications I have going on with my body or things of that nature. It just sounds really like we pick and choose, and like they have told you to choose a side, and you've chosen a side on both sides. Like people are righteous about the vaccine. It's just not for everybody. And it was the same way when, mumps. We don't even really have chicken pox, mumps, and rubella anymore. And to people in the Southwest decided they didn't want to get their kids vaccinated, and then all of a sudden it came back with a vengeance. But people were dying from polio. And we don't even have kids dying from polio anymore, and that's a vaccine.
Yeah.
I mean, we take chemo, and chemo is radiation that kills everything else in the body to get rid of the cancer. We still promote that for cancer patients and things of that nature.
Fair. That's a very fair point. I think, like, regardless is if you want to take the vaccination or not, regardless. I'm not arguing with people. Like, do what you want for your body. Right. What I think is important is we do focus on what we put into our body, though.
Yeah.
Our health.
Yes.
So it's like, regardless of the vaccine or not, all the other stuff.
GNC stores all across this damn country.
Hey, chill out on GNC, bro. I go there. No, I'm joking.
You know
But
what I mean?
no,
We put supplements in our body.
Right.
They haven't been tested by the FDA. We put supplements in our body all the time, and you just hope they work.
Not even supplement, the food, like the sugar,
Yeah, the food too.
Yes, everything,
Yes.
just anything. Like, you know what I
100%.
mean? Like that's
we should have an attack on sugar, for God's sake.
honestly.
That
Seriously.
should be like, you should be
Seriously.
up in arms about the amount of sugar you consume.
Speaking of that, the Kevin Gates interview that I was talking about earlier, he talked a lot about health and like stuff that he put in his body, and I just wanted to talk about one thing that I'm about to try. I feel like that he brought up in this tart cherry juice. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
I like cherries.
Yeah, but like it's specifically organic, not unsweetened tart cherry juice. If you apparently the thing is, if you take 2 8-ounce cups, so like 16 ounces. If you take 16 ounces of that a day, and by like 6 weeks, you'll start feeling health benefits. And the health benefits are reduced inflammation. Like it really reduces inflammation. It helps with post recovery and workouts. It helps. I wish I would have looked it up, but it helps with a lot of stuff. It helps better sleep. It helps with all these things apparently. So that's something that I want to try. So I'm gonna keep y'all informed about how I feel the effects of that. Honestly,
Definitely. But most things that are here on this earth
can heal us.
Effects. And it doesn't need to be pharmaceuticals. It doesn't need to be. Sometimes you do need those things. I'm not saying you don't, but it doesn't need to be.
But it'll be better.
Pharmaceuticals. If you change, but that's not being promoted. You know what's being promoted? 18 or 16 ounce, 32 ounces soda. McDonald's, all the beers, alcohol is promoted way heavily across the board to become an alcoholic than anything else.
Just took the sip.
Yeah, right. I just took a sip. I enjoy alcohol too, but I'm just saying it's promoted that way. But if we use these things in other ways, and I'm just saying we put tons of other poisons in my body. We really do on a daily basis. Like kids in Cuyahoga County have lead in their systems. Nobody's crying about we want lead out of our kids down at the Capitol. No, they're crying about Trump won the fucking presidency and fuck vaccinations and fuck masks. So we don't know what truth is anymore, and everybody's afraid to say it. We don't know what the truth is anymore, and everything we say can and is used against us.
Honestly, yeah, that's so
public
true.
Opinion.
That's the truth. That's the truest thing. People don't know what the truth is.
They don't know what the truth is.
It's impossible to know what the truth is. Honestly, because
when you do have it, it is so torn apart.
Yeah.
People are gonna say that's not true. I'm just picking this one part of it.
Yeah.
And how does that work?
That's facts.
How does that work?
Nah, it just makes it worse.
It makes it worse. And just because a nurse practitioner or a doctor says I'm not gonna get vaccinated, you shouldn't go.
I mean, sometimes they give you suggestions all the time,
yes,
and you don't listen to them.
Correct.
They be like, I don't think you should take this diet pill. And
let's talk about that.
Like, no. Like,
it's fine.
You'll leave and still go take the diet pill
and do what you want to do.
Even though he told you not to.
You would put shit in your body. I just think we put tons of shit in our bodies all the time. We don't ask questions about it. We just go along with the program. But when this thing came about, and how it came about, and it's just like a frenzy for people to be like, I am righteous. And when somebody wants to be righteous, you get a lot of dead people, and you get a lot of people who don't even really listen to what is actually going on both sides. I'm not saying like it's one side against the other. It's just like we would never have argued about this. I don't think we never would have argued about a vaccine if Trump hadn't been our president. I don't think we would have been arguing this toughly about it.
This toughly
about it. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
I know black people have things about the government doing shit to us.
Yeah. So
I'm not dumb. Like, I understand that. But we would never argue about it. You have to vaccinate your kids to get them into fucking school. We all been vaccinated because we went to fucking public schools.
I think the Trump election or the Trump era, I'll call it the Trump era. Like it
Hope it's over.
I don't know. But I think it opened people's eyes, but I don't think it did anything to change anything. I don't think it changed anything. I think it opened people's eyes. I think this is stuff that was already, that's everything that's.
I don't think it changed anybody, but it just opened up.
It just opened the eyes of people. Yeah, talked about it. Yeah, I think all this stuff was already, obviously this stuff was already happening.
Yeah.
Like all this manipulation. I think black people was always skeptical of the government.
Yeah.
But, so it's like, I don't think Trump had an effect on people being skeptical about it.
About the vaccine?
Yeah.
I do.
You think so?
I 100%
Okay.
do. Because people consider him a god.
Yeah. Wasn't he, you're saying like the people that are against it?
Yeah, like the people that follow him, they consider him a god.
Because
like,
was he against it or was he for it? I forgot.
No, he was against it until his ass got it and he almost died. He was dead. But he had like the best medical care in the world.
Yeah, and it's right in front of you, and people still like, nah, COVID not real.
Yeah, and he's like, he has like, the best medical care in the world because he's a fucking president. He was literally about to die, and they saved his ass.
That's true.
So yeah, by him saying those things, and like, I'm just like anybody else who was since that was president. If Obama was president when this happened, I don't think we'd have this big of this thing. Like we would get there'd be people who didn't want the vaccine, but like we would want to get out of this rut we're in. And there's still going to be different variations because it's a virus. That's what happens. It's a virus. But I just don't think it would have been this so divisive because it really represents something else. It doesn't represent I'm going to be safe. I'm going to vaccinate. It represents they're not going to come from us and they're not going to take us.
You said, say it again.
They're not going to take us. They're not going to take my country. They're not going to do this. They're not going to tell me what to do.
Okay, so yeah, we're talking about two different people that are against it. Like you're talking about the rednecks and the Trump people that were forced it
too.
But yeah, I'm speaking about the black people I'm speaking about our people that are.
Our people. I understand why. I get it. I totally get it. There's tons of shit that's been done to us that we didn't even know about. That this and that. But there's also tons of black people who created.
That's true.
Viruses.
That's true.
I mean, like the antibodies and the first things like that.
But I mean, speaking of what I want to say though, I want to say that I want to speak on hillbillies that have hillbillies. I watched something on Hulu. I think we talked about it one time. It was about how how it was a documentary about how they were kind of a forgotten about bunch that were just placed in the mountains and left. So it's like they're poor too, and they're struggling too, and they're so I respect and understand their skepticism too.
Yes,
I do too. So it's like and that was the base Trump was going for. That was his base. That was his base.
Believers.
So I think Trump manipulated those people when honestly we have the most in common with the people he manipulated. Really, yeah. I think, and in America, I think we do with the hillbillies and just that.
Well, poor people who are underprivileged.
You know what I mean? So it's
but they won't. But you know why we really do. But at the end of the day, you know what trumps that? Racism.
Yeah, he knew how to manipulate them.
Yeah, but they'll vote against their own interests. I mean, black people do all the time, but they'll do it against their own interests because they heard something that resonates with them. Yeah. So I mean,
they just see all when they watch TV, they see all these athletes are black now. They're like, they taking all these people.
He had his own TV show. He know how to work the camera.
Bro. Yeah. He's good at what he does, man.
The media made him. But as far as like doctors, nurses that don't believe in it or won't get it, they're entitled to their things. But we're gonna be like this for a while.
We are.
You know what I mean? Until everybody, I don't know. Because you can't tell nobody what to do.
Yeah.
You really can't. But if this was communist China, everybody be vaccinated or it'd be shot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No questions asked. China tracks everybody on their phones. That's how they have such a better grip of this.
That's crazy. That's scary. The
technology.
That's scary to think about. I just want to end it with my part. My last takeaway is that I want to just say really watch what you put into your body. That's my whole thing. I've been trying to do a better job of watching what I put into my body. I didn't do good last week. I had insomnia cookies the other day, but a couple of them too. I ain't gonna lie. But just
cookies are good in moderation.
Yeah, but no.
Not a couple. You live too close to downtown.
And I work at a bar, and so I've been drinking a little bit too much. You know what I mean? I take the shots with the workers, and like I gotta chill out. I really gotta have better discipline on those things because of inflammation. Because inflammation already affects me. Like I have a condition that like a extreme, like not extreme, but a chronic inflammation. not addiction, chronic inflammation disorder, disease, or whatever you call it.
There you go.
So
Get together.
yeah, right. Right. So I got that. So I more than the average person have to focus on that type of shit. So I just want to I'm gonna bring that. That's my
Definitely
way.
look into that cherry.
It's called like tart cherry juice.
I want to see what it.
But
It was something about beet juice too that I
take beet juice.
You take beet juice? What's the benefits of that? Do you know?
It's to lower your blood pressure.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Like it keeps your blood
like
pressure.
every day.
I take a beet pill every day.
That's dope.
Lower blood pressure.
I've been trying to do more turmeric
What does that take?
Oh, turmeric's really good.
for anti-inflammation. Yeah.
Anti-inflammation. But the thing about it is the narrative should have been not whether or not you're vaccinated or you're not vaccinated. What we should have been narrated or putting out in the world is like we need to focus on our health in America.
We do.
Like,
That's the issue.
we need to focus
this
on
fast
our
food.
health.
This fast food,
Bro,
bro.
we
It's,
fat country. Bro.
Yeah, we are.
we
like you can have those things, but we need to focus on our
I'm
health.
glad y'all so y'all know I'm in personal training classes, right?
Yeah.
So one of the things was talking about obesity.
Yes.
Obesity. Like I didn't realize. Obviously, it talks about how bad it is in the country. I didn't know how bad it was.
Yes.
I wish I had my
It's an
book.
epidemic.
I wish I had my book. It's like a huge percentage of people
No,
that are obese, bro.
Yes.
Like
But
dead ass.
that's stupid body mass index bullshit.
Yeah, BMI. Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. See, I just wanted to say I'm learning shit.
I'm learning.
I'm learning some shit.
But we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
If we talked about that in a different way, we would be healthier and we would have lost less people from COVID because
That's
they had
fair.
all these other things going on in their body. So the body's already weak, so it just takes it over.
And that's and that was my whole point. It's like, obviously, I believe that it was a disease going around, but I think the issue wasn't the vaccine. I think the issue was our health. I mean, not the issue. I don't think the issue was
top
the
of that.
disease. I don't think the issue was the disease. I think the issue was our health because, like you said, if everybody was a lot more healthier, I think your body could have
responded
responded
better
and
to
fought off this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
I mean, just watch what you eat. We
Watch
all
what you
sleep up.
Yeah.
I like fucking pizza,
Corey.
carbs. Person.
The dude who gave back Tom Brady's 600 touchdown football, you're an idiot.
What are you talking about? I was about to say, what unhealthy shit do you like to eat?
We just gonna let him. It's his birthday. We gonna let
Wrong with y'all niggas? What's wrong with you?
do what he want to do. He's acting out because it's his birthday.
What?
God damn. Stay focused.
I literally thought you were about
You are the most sober one of the group.
I thought you was about to ask me, what do you got to say? And I've been thinking about that because it popped up on my phone like that. He's stupid, bro. I would have cut that football.
Yeah.
So that's what Corey had to say.
Fuck Tom Brady.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I had to say.
Happy birthday, bitch.
Yeah. We going end on that note. Y'all got any takeaways for this episode? I love this episode, y'all. I think we did it. We talked about a lot. I enjoyed it. I can't wait for Cali.
Get skinny in America.
Going back to Cali.
Going back
I'm
to.
I'm going. They ain't going back.
Yeah, Corey's first time.
Oh God.
This is my first time to Cali. Yeah, y'all. I'm excited. I think we're hitting our stride. I think we figuring out what we wanna do with this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, y'all. Hit us up if y'all got any feedback, anything,
You need
y'all.
a tech person. Hit us up.
Yeah, tech people. That's what I want to talk about. I want to interview a tech person. So if you know anybody, let us know. We trying to shop it. Until next time, my brothers,
We mean real tech person.
real tech people.
Right.
Love y'all niggas, bro.
One love.
Times 3.